everyone. Welcome all from around the world. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Fari Sidana, and it is my honor and pleasure to be your MC for the semifinals of the Youth Entrepreneur Global Business Plan Pitch Competition. Despite the online format this year, our program was huge, with around 1,386 students worldwide. We continued the legacy of the past 15,000 students who have been part of the global program. Out of the 20 teams who made it to globals this year, 5 of them are here with us today. Here meaning on this Zoom call, of course. Our teams of budding entrepreneurs on track 2 are from Rajasthan, New York and Philadelphia, the Carolinas, Dallas, Texas, and San Diego, California. Accompanying me today are Malika and Sanjay Acharya, who will be the timekeeper and moderator respectively. If you have any questions during the session, feel free to reach out to the moderator. I would also like to give a huge shout out to our pre-room moderator, Vani, as well as Frame Support, who is helping support the overall event and ensuring that everything runs smoothly on the technological side of things. Joining us today are 4 incredible judges. Our honorable judges are Jesse Dunjel, who is the CEO and Chief Architect of Care.io, a simplified healthcare integration and sharing platform. He lives and works by the motto, keep solving problems, keep innovating, and keep winning. Next, we have Ravi Brahmbhatt, who is the Director of Student Innovation and Entrepreneurship with Houston Community College. In this role, he liaises with senior leadership and various other personnel to ensure the organization's innovation and entrepreneurship support structures are driving it forward at all times. Next, we have Peter Bowie, who has an extensive background in the dredging industry, spending nearly 40 years at Ellicott Dredges, the leading global manufacturer of portable dredgers. As CEO, he helped a company founded in 1885 grow from 1 facility to 5, and to selling in 4 countries to selling in over 50. And last, but certainly not least, we have Padmaja Ruparel, who is nationally recognized as a key player in the Indian entrepreneurial ecosystem and has helped co-found many relevant institutions besides being an active angel investor herself. Her operating experience spans large corporations, M&A, and startups and early stage companies. She has been awarded as one of the top 50 most powerful women in business by Fortune India and is listed in Forbes India W Power Trailblazers. We're incredibly fortunate to have these reputable judges with us today. Thank you so much, judges. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what's going to happen as each team gets ready to go. You'll have 1 minute for your elevator pitch, 10 minutes to share a pre-recorded video, 5 minutes for the judges to ask questions, and 1 to 5 minutes to score and transition. Each team will be up for around 25 minutes. Please make sure to keep your questions and answers brief. Let's get this show started, and good luck to all the contestants. First up, we have Team Intern Net from Rajasthan.
High school students to firms best suited to them. Our website allows high school students like us to choose and directly apply using our extensive list of available internships, and companies like yours to browse through several student resumes and shortlist the perfect one. With freemium pricing, our revenue model includes a one-time $10 membership fee and a $30 acceptance fee. We're projected to break even by the start of our 3rd year, and by the end of the 5th year, we'll be making a profit of over $500,000. We're forecasting an annual user adoption rate of 150%, and by 2025, over 1 million students registered on our website and more than 100,000 internships placed. We aim to build an interactive community of students and companies from across the globe. InternNet is going to be a household name for acquiring internships. To put it simply, we're the next LinkedIn for high school students. Who's ready to go places with InternNet?
Great, now we'll be presenting the video.
Welcome to InternNet, a platform for the students made by the students. What is InternNet? It is a platform built to connect high school students to companies best suited to their interests. These companies provide students with internship opportunities that benefit students as they gain valuable work experience and benefit companies as they gain fresh perspectives and ideas. Let's talk about the problem. This platform was built by 4 high school students who struggled to find an internship in the last summer. They knew that internships play a critical role in helping them gain real world experience and clarity about their career paths. Unfortunately, in India, the most common way for a high school student to get an internship is through family or personal contact on a favor basis. They also know that a large percentage of internships that are offered in India to high school students involve a very tedious process. And current platforms like Intern Shala, Let's Intern are not targeting high school students, but are preferring undergraduates and postgraduates over them. Those 4 high school students knew that they're not the only ones facing this problem, and they came up with a solution, a platform that specifically targets high school students, a platform that actually increases their chances of securing an internship. Our website, internet.net, has been optimized for connecting firms with students. Our current prototype needs further development to contribute to our 5-year growth plan. Although, if you visit the current website, you can register yourself as an employer or a student. If you register yourself as a student, you can build your own resume on the website and browse the internships posted by the employers on the website. If you register yourself as an employer, you can post an internship or browse through resumes posted by other students on the website.
InternNet has two distinct customer bases, high school interns and companies. For market research for getting students, we surveyed over 600 high school students from international schools all across India. 31% of our respondents said that they would be willing to pay to acquire an internship. There are 676 schools in India with an international board, which means we have a market of approximately 13,500 paying students from international schools. We also surveyed more than 500 students from high schools that follow the Indian curriculums, such as the Central Board of Secondary Education, ICSE, and more. 15% of respondents said that they were willing to pay to acquire an internship. These schools account for a total of staggering 7.1 million students. This translates into roughly 800,000 students that would be paying customers for InternNet. According to our survey, our target demographic for high school students is comprised half of grade 12 students, which is at 48%. Grade 11 students came next, accounting for 33%. Grade 10 students came next, accounting for 14%. And grade 9 students came last at just 5%. For a market research into firms, we surveyed about 250 firms to assess the current market situation relating to the internships available for high school students and the potential market we could expand into. 6% of the surveyed firms said that they employ high school interns. Out of the remaining 94%, 83% said they were interested and willing to employ high school interns, and 66% took a further step and said they were willing to first train and then employ high school interns. As you can see from a competition analysis, most of our competitors in the market do not cater to high school students specifically. Companies like Internshala, internship.com, Indeed, Let's Intern, and LinkedIn are all targeted toward college undergraduates and graduates. InternNet is the only firm in the market right now which is both affordable and specifically directed towards high school students. As can be seen from this competition analysis, features like resume viewership and a resume builder and catering specifically to high school students is just InternNet. Other companies are not in our market, and thus we believe there is huge scope to expand.
Let's talk about how we'll actually make money. We're implementing a freemium model where students have to pay a one-time $10 fee to become a premium member. This gains them access to a resume builder, the ability to apply to any number of internships, and guidance from the InternNet team. Furthermore, students have to pay a fee of extra $30 if they're selected and would like to accept the internship offer. This fee would only exist on the case of success and would not be charged if they're not able to get a placement or internship. Each user is given a unique referral code. If a student's referral code is used twice to purchase a premium account, the one-time fee of $10 is made redundant. If a school partners with InternNet, every student from that school will get a verified free premium account. Our conversion rates. Every user has to sign up before viewing the website. For the sake of simplicity, let's say that we have 100 signups for a free account. Out of those, we expect that 20 students will apply for an internship. Out of those, we expect that 7 will actually pay a $10 fee for a premium membership, while the other 18 receive a premium account covered either via referrals or school affiliation. Of the 25 applicants, we expect that 6 students will receive an internship offer and they will pay the $30 acceptance fee.
Our marketing strategy for students mostly comprises of the referral model that we mentioned earlier. Students will have an incentive to encourage their friends to register on our website and purchase a premium account. And thus, this will exponentially increase our student base. Furthermore, through our social media presence and hosting career fairs and other events, we'll be able to expand our student base even further. We also have a school registration option that provides for an efficient way for entire schools to register each of their students at once. Moving on to our marketing strategy for companies. We plan on partnering with business groups like TIE itself, the Entrepreneurs Organization in India, and the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. These are just a few examples of the business groups that we can partner with. We think this is a great strategy because business groups like TIE have a great network of startups, and startups are our target demographic for companies since they're the ones that require interns the most. Furthermore, through our social media presence and by getting 5 to 10 large notable companies registered on our website and posting internships, we'll be able to expand our database of companies even more. Our costs for the financial year of 2021 are as follows. We've already invested about $200 into the creation of our website, and we estimate that we'll have to invest another $30,000 into adding new features, a database management system, and more. Additionally, we're also planning on developing an app for Internet, and we estimate that it'll cost us around $40,000. The costs for student marketing and firm marketing, including salaries of personnel and the tools required for marketing, are estimated to be $65,000 approximately. And lastly, our operational costs will account for about $5,000. This gives us a sum total of approximately $140,000.
Let's talk about revenue projections. We have a target to reach about 40,000 signups within the end of this year. When we do that, we're estimating a revenue run rate of about $90,000, while we have costs of about $140,000. Therefore, we'll have an EBIT of negative $50,000 here. Moreover, if you look at the graphs, you see that during the months of October, November, and March, there are slumps in our revenue growth rate. This is because of exam seasons when students aren't available to do internships and traffic on our website goes down. Our unit economics are as follows. The lifetime value of each student sign up would be about $2.5. The CAC for student signups would be about $1.13. The ratio between the two, LE by CSC, is about 2.5:1. We estimate to break even at 400,000 signups, and we expect to achieve this at the end of second year.
Internet wasn't just an idea that was started for the sake of this competition. We started this because we were all passionate about finding a solution for a problem that we all personally faced. And in the 6 months that Internet has been up and running, we've already got more than 300 students registered, more than 50 internships placed, and more than 150 companies registered on our website and posting internships to date. These are a few of the testimonials that our users have given us. This is a testimonial from Devika Maheshwari, a marketing head at Trees and Tigers, and Naman Bedi, a student at Jeshri Periwal International School. Both have used our website to either acquire an internship or acquire an intern for their company.
What we want to accomplish in the upcoming 5 years of growth is over 1 million students on our website, 100,000 successful internships, and a total of 70,000 companies on our website regularly posting internships.
How we plan on accomplishing this? We're building an interactive community of high school students from around the world. We're also implementing AI and machine learning to create an automated matching process to improve recruitment. We plan to be in every major school across India and expand into other countries as a primary source of internships for high school students by the end of FY 2023. On the right side, you see projections of revenue, costs, EBIT, and users over the next 5 years. One thing to note that is very important is the average user adoption rate that we've taken is 150% per annum.
This is how we plan on financing Internet. We calculated a valuation of approximately $400,000 through a discounted cash flow model. And to kickstart Internet, we require an investment of $200,000 as startup capital. And out of these $200,000, we plan on using $120,000 through debt financing and $80,000 through equity financing.
The Internet team is as shown. Manan Dhanuka is our developer, Daksh Lohia is our head of finance, Tina Bhatia is the head of marketing, and I, Yuvraj Baheti, am the head of operations. That's it for the Internet pitch. Thank you for listening to us, and we hope that you invest in us.
Thank you so much, Team Internet. Now we'll go ahead and head into the live Q&A. Mr. Gunjal, if you would like to start first with your question, that would be great.
I saw that in one of your slides, you listed your competitors. Now, have you evaluated the entire global market to identify your competitors, or just localized to the Indian market presently?
So we've monitored the global market as well. But for right now, because we plan to expand in India first for the first 2 years, we focused on our Indian competitors. So when we expand here, when we have a good user base, then we'll go and expand it to the global community as well.
Okay. And I think one question I had is, what made you think of charging students? Like, did you think about not charging students?
So all of us, because we were also aspiring high school students, when we were looking for internships, we realized that we were willing to pay for internships and other opportunities that make us more sure about our future career prospects and paths. And so we decided that $10 and a $30 acceptance fee is not as expensive that students won't be able to pay.
So if I could just add on to what Yuvraj said.
Fortunately, we have passed our 1 minute for this question. Mr. Bowie, if you would like to go next, that would be great.
Sure, thank you. Impressive presentation, team. So if I have a question about understanding that you want to get 1 million students over 5 years. And if there are, I saw a slide that said 1.7 million students per year. So in 5 years, that's a market base of 8.5 million. So roughly you want to get 15% of the entire available student body, if that's correct.
So to elaborate on that, the number shown in the slide, the way we want to expand is we want to build a junior LinkedIn for students to communicate with each other, to offer internship opportunities, to offer volunteering opportunities from NGOs and different avenues as well. So the 8.5 million market that we're talking about is just from India. The global community that we create for interaction has over 350 million students in the world. We have 15.7 million high school students only from the United States. So the overall market that we want to capture of 1 million students will be from that.
I hate to sorry, but we have to move on to the next question. Mr. Brumbut, if you would like to ask your question now.
Sure. The question for the team is I'm curious to know what's the exit plan for what you guys are trying to do.
So since we're in high school right now, we do plan to take this to larger scale, to an IPO level, because we do think of it as something that resembles LinkedIn, and we don't want to go early and exit at Series B or Series A funding. We want to take it to an IPO level, and we want it to grow globally. So that's our plan for Intern.
Great job. Now we'll move on to Miss Rupa Rail.
Hey folks, first of all, great presentation. Congratulations. I just wanted to ask one simple question. You are getting into a scenario of a very risky business called entrepreneurship, right? So what are the risks and what have you thought about risk mitigation? And I'll just add a point right there. You are getting into a very competitive space called Intern because you guys are in India. Have you sort of evaluated why they haven't grown beyond a certain limit? And secondly, you are getting in a constant student acquisition mode, which means that you will be acquiring, you will be getting students all the time. And on the other hand, you would have tied up with businesses. So how are you going to ensure quality, continuity, all of those? So those are different facets of the same question.
So to answer the second part of your question, to ensure that we have quality interns, so we have a system where students have to get their profile confirmed by a counselor at their school and get a letter of recommendation sent to the company that you're applying to, and that always is used as a thing to confirm a student's profile in even universities when you're applying for summer programs, or if it's a research program or anything. So letter of recommendations are the way to go. And yes, we have looked at Intern as our main competitor, but having used Intern personally, all four of us, we realized that we couldn't really find any interesting, enticing options for high school students as internships. So we realized that this was where the gap in the market was, and that's why we decided to make our platform only exclusively for high school students, whereas Intern focuses more on college undergrads, because they're portrayed to have more experience nowadays. But we believe that high school students we're missing on a great part of the market and there's lots of untapped potential out there.
Great job. I hate to cut you guys off, but the live Q&A is now over. And judges, it is your time to score and for us to transition to the next team.
How long do we have for this?
You guys have 5 minutes for this.
Thank you.